これで拡散。
Hello everybody, it's Gone!
And Kilo.
Anyway, welcome to Weeb Wednesday, everybody!
Part 2.
So, Ben is back. And this time, he's going to be rating your animated / fictional husbands. Or husbandos, which honestly I really don't like. It doesn't have the same ring as waifu does.
It does not. I still am missing March Madness, so I'm gonna get that out of the way first. So there will be more
bracketing.
More bracketed things. I will pretend to be Craig Cumble, what's his name? You don't know. Well, I'm back, so.
Ben's back! Thank you for coming back, Ben. I'm glad that we didn't scare you away. I asked Twitter again. And if you weren't on my Twitter, if you're not following my Twitter at Gibi Official, and you missed the Husbandos post, it's illegal for you to complain if your husbando isn't in this bracket. Because I had a lot of people in the last video being like, but where's XYZ? Where's this girl? Where's this girl? And I'm like, did you put her on Twitter? So I asked you guys, who are your husbandos? Your favorite men in anime, video games, and fictional works? And you delivered. There are a lot of kings in this bracket. It was very, very hard for me to pick. We were missing a lot, I feel.
You didn't do a full 64 team bracket?
I will.
We got time, it's quarantine. We got a whole lot of time. We got nothing but time.
We can definitely do more of these. I think the waifu versus husbandos one's a good one to start. And then we can do more niche ones if you'd like, but let us know. I don't have a like challenge for you today, but if you could like this video, if you do like it, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thank you guys so much for delving into Weeb territory now that I'm an Annie-tuber. I'm already upset about this bracket.
I think I'm gonna try and go a little bit deeper on the analysis, the matchup analysis.
Interesting, because I thought we went pretty deep.
Really? I thought
You do you. Okay. This is your show. This
I'm really
is your
gonna
rodeo.
dive into these men.
So this is a 16 seed bracket, single elimination. And the first matchup is Alucard from Castlevania versus Gyu Tomioka from Demon Slayer.
Wow, interesting. I can already tell right out of the bat that you felt some sort of way when you were watching Castlevania. We watched it separately, so we didn't watch it at the same time. I think that was for the best.
I got a little feverish watching it. I took my temperature and I was like 100 degrees. I'm just saying, I was like...
Roll the clips, please. So, I guess the first thing that we have to, okay, calm down, get some cold water. So we need to figure out, like, what are we going for a husbando? We're going for
this is somebody that
partner.
you want to dedicate the rest of your life to.
Okay. It's a 116 matchup, so like Gyu is great, but Alucard was gonna move on, and he's got a lot more things to dive into with him. Gyu is like clearly very strong, has some things going on.
Brooding.
Yeah, brooding.
But like Alucard is brooding in a much better way. So Gyu is just out like that. I'm so sorry. But he was actually the only Demon Slayer husbando on the list. So is Demon Slayer really that good of a show?
Okay,
really best anime of the year with almost like a one round loser husbando?
That's not where the shows are ranked. It's a lot more. I know now why you're watching anime. Are you an Annie-tuber? Is that what you're doing? You're just searching for a husbando.
I already found the best one.
Which one is it? Who was the one seed in Alucard? Oh.
It's you, Ben.
Oh.
You didn't even think that might have been him.
Okay, moving on.
Moving on. The next one is Spike from Cowboy Bebop versus Taki from Kimi no Na wa, or Your Name.
Faye made a big run, and it's good to see Spike also back in the bracket.
Spike is a crowd fave.
Spike is a crowd favorite, rightfully so. Taki, great. Also makes me think of something different, which is
Takis.
Oh my god. I love Taki. That story obviously is like one of the most moving anime stories that has ever been. But Spike's moving on. I'm very interested in Spike's story, and we can get into more later, but the backstory is such a crucial part of that show, and it's one season. Because I really love Spike's story. And he's moving on even without it, but it's just like that was what captivated me about the show.
Rest in peace, Taki, Illy. The next matchup, everyone's favorite, Joseph Joestar versus Hisoka from Hunter x Hunter.
気をつけろ、ジョジョ!
I refuse. I've decided to let you live for now. And I plan to let you continue living for as long as it suits me.
I'm upset that I put these two against each other.
Yeah, well-
I really like Hisoka and Joseph.
They're both fantastic. The one thing you do get with Joseph is you get a lot of shelf life with him.
A lot of Joseph.
You know,
Joseph never fucking leaves.
never leaves. Hisoka, strong, clearly very self-motivated. I don't necessarily know if that's husbando material. I feel like he might be a little bit distant.
I agree that Hisoka is not husband material. He is guilty pleasure material. Hisoka would win in a lot of brackets, but probably not this one.
Would you want to have a family with Hisoka?
I have a question for you.
Sure.
Is there any other character in all of JoJo that you've seen that would beat Joseph Joestar for you? I'm saying, could you have a whole JoJo bracket?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Do you think Joseph would win that bracket?
No.
My other question was, nobody put anybody else from Hunter x Hunter on Twitter.
You know who I would put?
Who?
Leorio.
I almost put Leorio in there just like
Leorio, more husbando material than Hisoka.
Actually, you know who's my best husbando from Hunter x Hunter?
Knuckle.
Yeah, Knuckle. So Joseph Joestar is moving on.
All right.
Next up, we have Tenzin from Legend of Korra versus Levi from Attack on Titan.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's like a dream, Dad. After 170 years, new airbenders.
お前もあんまり変わってねえな。
Wow, Tenzin and Levi. Shoot, this bracket is.
That was a terrible matchup. What did
So
you
Tenzin
think?
gives off like
Yeah.
strong dad energy, like dad vibe. But I don't know if it could be a husbando. I don't want to upset what he's already got. He's got a family. He's got like kids he's taking care of.
You don't break up and ruin their
I
family.
don't know. I don't want to upset that. It would be overlapping with what I do and what my role is in a partnership.
Oh,
so you know
that's
what?
why.
I just
Because
think-
I'm like, dang, Tenzin actually really appeals to me.
Oh yeah, well,
I would
we-
say this is father versus daddy.
yeah. Sure. Okay, move on to the next one. Levi's moving
Oh,
on.
Levi's moving on.
Yeah.
You were not going to talk about Levi. We're going to save that
No,
discussion.
we're gonna save it for the next.
Okay. Tenzin, we love you though.
Yeah, definitely. Like you can like tuck me in when I'm going to sleep, but
A lot of people put this husbando on. It was Kakashi from Naruto versus Roy Mustang, who also had a decent amount of fans.
Soldier favors haste over cleverness. Means there are no cheap shots, Edward. Strike quickly and you'll end it quickly too.
世界でルールや掟を破る奴はクズ呼ばわりされるけどな仲間を大切にしない奴はそれ以上のクズだ
this is good. This is another tough one. I get why Kakashi gets a lot of love.
These two are way more similar though.
Yeah.
Kakashi is hot. I remember thinking that as, even in middle school. I was
He's
like, ooh, he's got the mystery and the hair.
He rides that line of daddy and father. So that's good. But I mean, I think that's very similar to Roy.
So there's a lot more to Kakashi, I think, that we don't know.
Yeah, I think that's where I'm lacking at. That's where I'm leaning Roy. So I'm gonna have Roy move on.
I'd agree. Next, we have Legoshi from Beastars versus Eraserhead or Aizawa Sensei from My Hero Academia.
礼なんていらない。ただもっと君と話していたいだけだ。
お友達ごっこしたいならよそへ行け。ここはヒーロー科だぞ。
Another strong pairing. The husbandos really are difficult. Legoshi is a
Oh, what? There's more well-written male characters than female characters? What are you talking about, Ben? What a surprise! Sorry.
So Legoshi is a very well-written male character. They both have the brooding going on. They're both a little bit disconnected. You see Legoshi kind of emerge from that over the course of the season. That being said, I definitely connect with Eraserhead. It's the paternal vibes, but also he's like still got his own stuff going on that you don't necessarily need to know what he's doing. It's just he's chilling. I love Eraserhead. I think he's a great character. I think his quirk is such an interesting fit in that world.
I will say, I love Legoshi so much.
I know you do.
I love him so much. I don't know if this is the right bracket for him.
It's not. Eraserhead moves on.
Eraserhead moves on, but we love Legoshi so much. These are all so hard. I hate this bracket so much.
I'm so sorry.
We have Reagan from Mob Psycho versus McCree from Overwatch.
CG ソフトを用いて写真を不自然なく合成処理する。
やべえ、全て依頼人の眉毛消滅した。
Well, Ash. I've been kind of busy.
No, it's very interesting because I'm thinking very hard on the point of this bracket. And I'm like, favorite characters?
Right.
Reagan. Husbando? Maybe McCree, you know what I'm saying?
Because I know how much you love Reagan song.
I know I love Reagan. Do I want to like marry him? No, he just is the best character ever. I want to cosplay as him.
That would
I
be
want
something.
to watch Mob Psycho every day.
So I think you're missing what the husbando material is, though.
What is it?
I think with McCree, you have a lot to worry about. Like he's not home. He's not coming back home to you. He's doing his own thing, you know. McCree's got
I think
a
you're
lot.
thinking too far into this.
McCree's got a lot going on, and I think Reagan.
You're picking Reagan?
I'm picking Reagan.
I'm not mad about it.
We could work together at the spirit shop. You know, it'd be pretty fun.
That's cute. He's a little dumb, but who knows if McCree would ever open up emotionally to you.
I don't think he would.
The final matchup before the next round.
Okay.
Trevor Belmont from Castlevania versus L from Death Note.
When you get back to whatever steaming underworld shithole you came from, you tell them there are still Belmonts up here.
私はこの座り方でないとダメなんです。一般的な座り方をすると推理力が 40% 減です。
You did put him against Trevor, which was.
I didn't think too hard. I had a lot to film today.
Yeah, well, you did something
You
here.
would put Trevor over L? Oh my god, Ben!
When looking for a husbando.
I fucked up.
I think.
I should have made you pick between Trevor and Alucard immediately.
I think Trevor is a little bit too much for me.
I think so too. I think you're absolutely right, Ben.
Trevor, I love. He's fantastic. I'm used to the sass, so I could probably handle that. L, just perfect, great. Moving on.
All right, our first matchup going back to the top would be Alucard from Castlevania versus Spike from Cowboy Bebop.
Alucard's moving on because I think Alucard has. All right, you're just infiltrating the bracket.
Do I need to leave the room?
I think you do. I just need to sit here and talk. No, so Spike is interesting and intriguing. I'm interested in him as a character.
He's a little too dead
He's got some
inside.
baggage, and he's taken emotionally. But Alucard, like we could hang out in that mansion for a while. I could learn a lot from him. I don't think he'd probably learn anything from me. Probably way smarter than I am. So.
Next would be Joseph Joestar versus Levi from Attack on Titan.
Wow. Okay.
Okay. Who do you think would win in a fight, first of all?
Joseph.
No.
Yeah.
Levi. We've talked through the spoilers. We've talked through the JoJo spoilers and decided that Joseph would beat Levi in a fight.
He's got that benefit for him. But then you go into the deeper seasons, and it does really come out that he's
not a good person.
Kind of a piece of shit.
But so is Levi. Levi would keep your house clean, but he's very troubled, where I think Joseph at least is way more easygoing.
You don't know.
You can't want loyalty from Joseph.
No. And that's not...
You like a loyal man.
I like a loyal man.
You think
so Levi, I think, he's very dedicated to causes that he believes in. I think he believes in me.
Next we have Roy Mustang from Full Metal Alchemist versus Eraserhead from My Hero Academia.
Again, it kind of goes into the daddy versus father again.
Who's daddy and who's father? I don't think so at all.
I think Eraserhead's more father.
They're more. I think both of them are more father.
I think Eraserhead's got he protect. I love Eraserhead.
You want to stick with Eraserhead? Okay, I'm not mad with it. I think I personally would have picked Roy, but yeah, Roy is very troubled. He has a lot of shit to work through.
Right.
That's fair enough. Eraserhead versus All Might.
Oh, I think Eraserhead. I don't want to deal with those bloody noses all the time.
Oh my god, I would pick All Might. What a cutie pea. So we have Eraserhead moving on to the next round. Our last matchup would be Reagan from Mob Psycho versus L from Death Note. This one's easy as pie. No. Ben, no. You would pick Reagan over L?
No, it's okay.
Oh!
You can squeeze this one more round out. I think you are clearly very biased.
I think L's probably my favorite character.
Ever, I know. But imagine him being your husband. All right, come back to reality. Come back.
Elle is moving on.
Elle is moving on.
He's
Reagan.
beating Reagan. Salt Splash. We love him so much.
He is a little skeevy.
We are going into the final four here. This has been, I'm sweating. I'm parched. I need a snack. So.
That's what we have this list for.
There are meals. These are 4-course meals we're dealing with to decide who's going to the finals. We have Alucard from Castlevania versus Levi from Attack on Titan. I'm in pain. It's really up to you because I feel like
bracket's up to me, right? Like Alucard would win in this fight, right? I'm asking you a question. You can participate. You don't have to just shut down. Okay, I think Alucard would win in the fight, and I think
Levi would win in that fight.
What?
I don't know. It totally depends.
I think it's like 60-40 Alucard. I also like Alucard better as a character, and I think that his personality better aligns with mine.
But I think I'd pick Alucard as well.
Okay. Well, Alucard's moving on to the finals.
Our other finalists: Eraserhead versus Elle.
They got the similar vibe going on. I feel like they're both sleeping most of the day.
Elle doesn't sleep. He eats a lot of candy because he uses so many calories with his brain power.
Is that really what it is? I think they're both very stringy. They both got that lean, gaunt muscle. And I think Elle's gonna move on past Eraserhead. Like he's definitely Eraserhead definitely gives off the father vibes, which I do feel strongly about. Here it's knowing everything about Elle helps him. It's like I know he's definitely interested and talented in like everything.
But Elle, Alucard, and Levi are like 3 of my favorites of all time.
Well, now we come into the finals.
Are you ready for the finals? Husbands.
Do I just come right out and say it?
Personality. Pecs. Alucard versus Elle.
It's Alucard. I think this isn't even as close as you'd like to think that it is.
Can we talk about Alucard's voice?
No, I don't think we should do that on camera.
He really does talk like the voice actor's like talking so close to the mic, like you could tell. And his accent, and his hair, and his pecs.
Yeah, I noticed you said pecs there, and I don't think you were talking about Elle before this. Yeah.
I didn't know that you also felt this way about Alucard.
I think it's just with the husbando
We're gonna
bracket.
be sending him a letter asking if he would like to join the family. Wow, I'm proud of you.
Is that why you're asking me to grow my hair out? Are you trying to get me to cosplay as Alucard?
I don't think you could. You're getting to Trevor length though. I would be Alucard and you could be Trevor. I'm not fit enough to be Alucard.
You could be Saint Germain.
Thank you guys so much for submitting your beautiful husbandos for this scientific experiment. If you want to do more bracket videos, I think there's a lot more to compare and contrast and rank. Best character, who would win in a fight, who's the best from JoJo, who's the best from Hunter x Hunter, who has the best arc. So much. If you made it this far, we are watching My Love Story, which can be found on Crunchyroll. We also, as an extra one, are watching Made in Abyss, which I think you can find on Amazon Prime Video. Come back next week and I'll have a video covering My Love Story, and I might make a video covering Made in Abyss as well. Definitely join the Discord where all the discussions are happening. Hang out with your fellow weebs. And thank you guys so much for being here. See you next time.